NBA YoungBoy has never been one to hide his emotions, and his latest outburst proves just how deep his rivalry with Lil Durk runs. After it was officially announced that Lil Durk will be released in a month, YoungBoy reportedly reacted in a fit of rage, lashing out at a fellow inmate in an unprovoked attack. His furious response led to immediate consequences. Prison officials placed him in solitary confinement, further isolating him as he continues to serve his sentence. But what is it about Durk's impending release that set YoungBoy off? Is this just another chapter in their long-standing feud, or does this reveal something deeper about the state of their rivalry? Let's break it all down. The tension between NBA YoungBoy and Lil Durk is no secret. Their beef has been one of the most heated feuds in modern hip-hop, rooted in both personal loss and street loyalty. For years, their camps have thrown shots at each other, both in music and real life. But this time, YoungBoy's reaction to Durk's release announcement wasn't just words. It was a full-on physical explosion, and it could have serious consequences for his future. According to sources inside the facility, as soon as news broke that Lil Durk had secured a deal for his release, NBA YoungBoy lost his temper. Prison isn't an easy place to process emotions, and for someone as high-strung and passionate as YoungBoy, it was only a matter of time before his anger boiled over. Witnesses claim he lashed out at another inmate seemingly at random, unleashing a brutal attack that left prison guards with no choice but to intervene immediately. The attack was so severe that YoungBoy was swiftly removed from general population and placed in solitary confinement, a punishment designed to keep both him and others safe while he cools off. But why did this news push him over the edge? To understand YoungBoy's reaction, we have to rewind and look at the history between him and Durk. The animosity between them isn't just about music. It's deeply personal. The feud escalated after the tragic death of King Von, one of Durk's closest friends and a rising star in his own right. Von's passing sent shockwaves to the rap world, and only intensified the existing tension between Durk's camp and YoungBoy's team, particularly due to the involvement of Quando Rondo, who is signed to YoungBoy's label. Since then, the two have been locked in a bitter battle, taking shots at each other in songs, on social media, and through their affiliations. YoungBoy, known for his aggressive and confrontational nature, has never let the feud die down. Even while incarcerated, he has continued to send messages through his music and indirect means, making it clear that he still sees Lil Durk as a major enemy. So, when news broke that Durk would be walking free soon, it likely felt like a major loss to YoungBoy, another blow in a war he refuses to lose. But what does this violent reaction mean for YoungBoy's future? Prison fights are no joke, and his decision to attack another inmate could come with severe consequences. Solitary confinement is not just a temporary punishment. It's a mentally and emotionally draining experience that can break even the toughest individuals. Locked away from social interaction, with only his thoughts to keep him company, YoungBoy will have plenty of time to reflect on his actions. But will this time in isolation make him rethink his approach, or will it only fuel his anger even further? Meanwhile, Lil Durk's upcoming release is a massive win for him and his team. After months of legal battles and uncertainty, he is finally set to reclaim his freedom. His supporters are celebrating, viewing this as a major moment in his career and personal life. But the fact that his release triggered such an extreme reaction from YoungBoy speaks volumes about how deep their rivalry runs. It's not just about getting out. It's about what happens next. YoungBoy's fury suggests that he sees Durk's freedom as a threat. Perhaps he fears that Durk will use this opportunity to solidify his dominance in the rap game, further establishing himself as a top artist in their lane. With YoungBoy still behind bars, unable to make moves, he may feel like he's losing ground in a battle that has already cost him so much. However, this situation also raises another question. Is this feud even worth it anymore? At what point does the cycle of anger, retaliation, and violence come to an end? Both Lil Durk and NBA YoungBoy are incredibly talented artists who have built massive legacies, but their constant conflict has overshadowed their true potential. YoungBoy's latest outburst is just another example of how deeply this feud is affecting him, not just professionally, but mentally and emotionally as well, with Durk stepping back into the free world and YoungBoy facing more consequences behind bars. The contrast between their situations couldn't be clearer. Durk has the opportunity to turn things around, focusing on his career, his family, and his future. But for YoungBoy, this setback could mean more legal trouble, more time in confinement, and an even tougher road ahead. The real question is, where does this all lead? Will YoungBoy